Hello YouTube, it is me, Raina, and I am back. Sorry for the long break, been working. Now straight into here. So I'm here to talk about the new MCU movie, The Marvels. So I just came back from the theater and I really enjoyed it. I loved the chemistry between Brie Larson and Iman Vellani and Tiana Paris. I thought their chemistry really bounced off each other. They, to me, were the strong points of the movie. Every single scene they were in, I loved. How they interact with each other, how their powers work. I love the directing of their fight scenes, of how they switch places. I thought that was really amazing. I really enjoyed the reunion between Carol and Monica when it came to, what happened to Maria in the past with her mom getting cancer. And this has been something that, personally I have been waiting for since WandaVision. And I think it was handled well. As for the rest of the movie, I do agree that the villain was weak. I think the actress did what she could with that role. I think she was good for what she was doing. But with the movie being so short, it does jump from one scene to another. And I think we could have had more. To me, I wanted more from the movie. I wanted way more. If this was 2 hours, this movie would be a 10 out of 10 across the board. I wanted more of Kamala, Carol, and Monica together, hanging out, talking, doing whatever. More of Carol and Monica talking about the past. But I loved how the way they did it, of how they delved into it and to really kind of reconcile of what happened. And what I thought was going to happen in this movie did happen, to where, Kamala, I won't say she got disillusioned by Carol, but, we all know she has this big, obviously is a big fangirl and does all those things. And, she kind of saw not Captain Marvel, she saw Carol Danvers, and I love that, and how these three interacted with each other. And Iman Vellani, I mean, people have sung her praises. She is Kamala, and I'm so happy that they have her, write for the comics and everything about Miss Marvel. And we need to see more of her, whether it be we get her own movie or we get a season 2 of Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel was the most critically acclaimed series next to WandaVision across the board. Critics loved it. I loved it. I think it's vastly underrated. I think Disney did a really bad job of premiering that right at the same time as Obi-Wan. It should have been separated, and I'm happy that at least she got her time in the sun on the big screen. Even though, yes, we know the box office is not ideal, it really isn't, but we all know that the actors and the writers were on strike, so the actors could not promote the movie. They couldn't go to the talk shows, because if they did, you had Brie Larson, you had Tiana Paris, and you had Iman Vellani. There's so many markets they could have hit to really promote this movie, and it would have really made higher. It wouldn't have made $1 billion, but it would have made higher than it did this weekend, and the overall box office run. This is a message to the studios how much your actors and writers and basically anyone involved in and how you make a movie or a TV show actually matters at the end of the day. So hopefully, especially Disney, learned their lesson on that. But overall, with this movie, I had fun with it. I love the cat scene. And I can understand with the musical Planet and how that will make people cringe or be like, this is so out of line, this doesn't fit. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. They did not stay there, for a long period of time. It was good for what it was. I mean, you had Monica and, Kamala remarking on it and everything, being like, this is weird. What is this? And it was funny. It fit with everything. The movie wasn't heavy with emotion and, dread or anything. It was a light-hearted, romp of a space adventure with these three characters who have great chemistry, who I would love to see again in anything else. I just love them all together. And however they, put these two together or even separate or whatever, I want to see them again. I want to see Captain Marvel. I want to see Kamala Khan, and I want to see Monica, which we will, considering at the end there, with Kamala, she's recruiting Kate Bishop at the end. And I was like, the way they did it, with the classic Nick Fury line, I was like, yes, this is, I just laughed because I just loved it. And the way Amon did that, I loved it. And seeing Kate Bishop in there. So we are going to get Young Avengers, or maybe they're going to be called Champions. Who knows? There's so many names they have for the younger characters of the Marvel Universe. We have that to look forward to, which I'm heavily interested in. Then we got the big one. The one that people have been waiting for, being like, where are the, what's happening? And we get to the end, and, Monica had to basically seal the space and time from another, dimension, and she's left over there. And we see her in a hospital bed, and we see another version of her mother, but it's not her mother because she's in a different reality, basically. And we see Beast, one of the X-Men, and we find out she's actually in the X-Men place. I'm not sure what it's called, please don't shoot me, but she's in the place. We see the door, and it has the X on it. He names Charles, so Charles Xavier does exist. So I'm not sure where this is going to pick up. I'm not sure what movie they are planning with Tiana Paris, if she's going to be in an X-Men movie, or I'm not sure how this is going to pan out, after this. But this was a big one, and I'm hyped. Personally, I'm hyped for it. And this was a great way to segue into that. So, like I said, overall, I really enjoyed it. It was a fun, rollicking time. It was you're in, you're out. It was a nice time in the theater. I enjoyed myself, with these characters, with them spending time with each other and body swapping and all that stuff. And seeing Kamala Khan meet her hero and their interactions. And I believed in their relationship and, how they formed over this adventure. And obviously, I love Kamala's family. I love them in Miss Marvel. I love them here. Fantastic. So, what are your thoughts on the Marvels? Leave them down below and by YouTube.